So we have ourselves getting underway with game number 1 transitioning in here. On the left-hand side for the blue team, we have ourselves it is Rich Gaming on the blue side for the first game at the moment. Now their team captain is Pubware, who will be playing as the support for this game at the moment. And on the red side, we have ourselves LDK. Now, their name is a little bit too much to we'll just go with this really for now. But as we get ourselves started, why don't you take us away here, Matt? What are we seeing on the
Stealer does it for his team fight. Then we have the deadly assassin who's recently Akali, and the clockwork queen, Oriana.
Yeah, very interesting bands we've got at the moment. We have a very powerful assassin ever since her remodel was completely gone live. The new ulti, actually everything about her, she is either picked or banned nearly 100% of the time. It is amazing how overpowered a champion can get when they have had such a powerful rework done to them.
Yeah, I don't blame him. Just needs one Aaron, the demon himself, destroys anyone with his Q combo.
Yeah, and it's just... Graves is definitely a champion I'm happy to see banned. I versed him in a couple games over the last couple of days, and I feel like Blood Razor, the Storm Razor, is a little too much at the moment. Every single time he takes a shot, he's always critting, and it's just annoying. It's like a glitch in the system or a glitch in the game that people can exploit. Once they found that it exists.
Just like Graves, we're doing the Darius as well. The monster himself, as soon as he gets going, he's unstoppable.
Well, I can definitely tell you, I do not want to have that Noxian Guillotine popping off right on me when I've got those 5 debuff stacks on me.
Yeah, now we're seeing the first pick coming out for RGR. We see Rakan, very much the Rakan and Zaya combo. And for LDK, we see the
Evelyn is definitely Rakan is definitely a favorite, especially if they go with the Lovers bot lane duo. Then we also have Evelyn, who's really good when she hits level 6 because you can't see her on the map. Once she hit level 6, the only way you can really counter her is to essentially put wards down on the actual camps themselves. You can't just put them in bushes like normal. You need to have them on locations where she is bound to actually reveal herself.
Yeah, well, now we're seeing the ADC picked out early for LDK. Taking the Zaya away, but no, we're picking the Lucian, so might be a possible Lucian Braum combo, but there we are. RGR picking the Zaya, having the Lovers duo bot side.
I am not really surprised. I had this prediction that they would go with the Lovers bot lane. It looks like Parvo and Thar. I guess we could call him Thar. We'll call him Thar. Yeah, they have got themselves completely, set up for this. I feel like they have such an incredible amount of synergy just because of that Lovers bot lane duo. They have that hidden passive that makes them a formidable duo when they come on the map together on the same team. On the enemy, when they're on different teams, it makes sense. But, because you're sort of counting, sort of disabling that bonus. But when they're on the same team, well, I guess in this case, we're going to have to make sure that Piglet and Pain don't really get themselves stuck in a sticky situation. Especially with the Khan in his knock-up capabilities, as well as his charm once he hits level 6. It's going to be absolutely hectic.
Yeah, well, we're also seeing the jungle pick coming out already, the blind monthly Sin and the support for LDK, Nami the Tiger. That's very interesting. Especially if you can lock down the Rakan, especially
Yes, and it's just going to be absolute chaos right there. They have a lot of gap closing capabilities as well as a lot of snare capabilities. When I say snare, I mean Zaya's E. If she gets the feathers out in the right position, she uses her ulti. All these feathers, once she retracts them all back into herself, if they get hit by at least 3 of them, well, congratulations, you are now snared.
Well, we're seeing the last pick of the bands, and so far we're seeing multiple top players, Camille, Fiora, and Jax the Grandmaster. Curious to see who the last one's going to be, but possibly be another top lane.
Irelia is the last champion that's going to be banned out. Now, it makes sense that she is going to be banned.
Yes.
She ever since, the World Pro, the Pro Circuit, I think, one of the pro players decided to play her mid lane and absolutely decimated. I do not remember who, but it was an absolute destruction. It was chaotic how powerful she was in the mid lane.
She just has the ability to jump on with the stun, every time. We're seeing so far Kale and Malachite. That is a very interesting pick because I despise Kale's because she can get up to 3 attack speed.
Oh, really? She can get up to 3 attack speed? Well, how is that even possible? The cap is 2.5.
No, for Kale, I believe it's different with her E. I found out and rage quit pretty hard.
Just got to keep your microphone a little bit closer to yourself so that way everyone can hear you quite easily. I mean, yeah, I know. I mean, we're almost making out with these microphones the way we have to go about with these. But anyways, just the way things are looking at the moment. So it looks like we have ourselves a KO top lane with a Victor mid lane. Now that is going to be interesting. I mean, Victor I like him. He's a really interesting champion, and I really love his creator skin because it just suits. It just feels like it's him. You know, it's his identity. And ever since his change, where he actually evolved his abilities when he upgrades his specialized item, it gets interesting because it's like they have a secondary effect unlocked, and it could be really destructive if left unchecked. Especially once you get something like a Riley's Crystal Scepter.
Yeah, no, you're definitely right. Especially in team fights when he's 6, just being able to lock that ult onto one person, especially targeting Lucian in this case. But the ADC's mixed up for a second. But there we are, yeah, definitely up and down. But overall, we're seeing 2 interesting teams.
That is, yeah, I have to agree. It is very interesting. Although we do have to say that LDK at the moment, it looks like we have jungler and mid lane swapped around only because of the position they have for themselves at the moment. I think it is. It's really uncertain to tell because the conditions of today's game is just it's phenomenal. And it looks like we have that slight little delay for a second there, but we get ourselves underway with the champion loading screen.
Just while we're waiting, let's just have a quick little bet ourselves.
Oh, I would love to have a bet, but with that underway, game number 1 is actually going to start, and we need to close off bets for game number 1 at the moment. For those of you who have just joined us, I did forget to actually mention that we actually have a betting system in place for today's event. We actually have, if you look down in the bottom left-hand corner of the actual stream itself, we have a betting system with the actual type-in commands. And I think it's today. Whoever gets the highest bet, or whoever wins the highest.
Whoever gets the most points, I believe, yes.
Yeah, pretty much wins today's wins that $40 in RP. I think it is. I'm not 100% sure. I'm a little bit concerned on this at the moment, but.
Don't worry, we will figure it out on the way.
Oh.
Welcome
That is
to Summoner's
that is
Rift.
absolutely fine, but with that slight little delay done another way, it looks like we can get ourselves ready into game number 1 between both teams.
Yeah, it's a good time to talk about the betting and get it out there.
Oh, the betting system, yes, definitely. Today, because there's not really much that Oceania can really offer at the moment, and with how every single time there is a World
30
Championship
seconds until
for
minions.
OPL or anything like that, we usually like to give away a couple of goodies. And for today's minor event, we've actually decided to come up with this nice little online betting system. You don't really bet real money. It's just like a sort of like a yeah. It's like a currency we have created for you all to play with today. You can go from anywhere from 0 up to, I think it's like $100, $100 or something like that. Yeah, but at the end, the overall winner gets a nice $40 gift card towards Riot Points, I believe it is. But anyways, looking over here in game number 1, what do we see here at the moment?
So far, looking at it, we just see everyone playing safe. No wards a couple wards being placed by blue side so far, just making sure red side's not going to come in so far. But apart from that, we see just a very no action lane so far. Definitely.
Yeah, like it's interesting that we're not seeing a lot of action here at the start of this game. It looks like both teams are being very passive, but I like as well that both teams are shadowing each other. Like it's teams are shadowing over. Like they're both going in the bottom half of the map, and they're both working their way upwards. Everyone's looking to try and get that level 2 lead and try and push their enemy counterpart just a bit more in a defensive set where they can gain control of the actual lane. Yeah, like I don't know really. I'm sort of a little bit lost for words at the moment. Like we've got a nice skin combo happening here from Zaire and Rakan. I mean, just look at the beautiful blue feathers that we're seeing everywhere on the screen. Just the Samsung Galaxy skins have really, come to life, since they've come out. But it's interesting as well that they had a small little team fight happening in the bottom lane, a 2-on-2, but not much happened really. Like, Rakan and Zaire were forced on the defensive just in the early part. You know what, you're absolutely right. Like, he's not level 3 yet, so he hasn't unlocked all 3 of his major abilities. And same with Zaire. She's missing one of the 4 abilities, and it's just going to get... It's going to get more interesting once she's unlocked them, because they can really start comboing out what they're doing and whatnot, and... I don't know, I guess we'll just see how this game plays out. We'll just see how they play out, really. Like, it's too early to make a prediction, because we don't know which team's going to get far ahead, and which one's going to get behind. Yeah, and I don't know, like I'm a little bit stunned at the moment. I'm a little bit stuck for words because we're not really seeing any action here happening at the moment. It's just complete passive play all the way up until 5 minutes. Like I've never seen such a passive game start up to a game so far before.
Well, I think this is teams recognize, both teams recognize how as safe as possible. So I think we're just waiting for 11-6. Until then, I think we're just going to see it happen.
I feel the same with you on that statement right there. Like it's like they're going to sort of test the waters to see how much damage they can really push up against the enemy. Well, it just makes it easier for both of us to be able to see the screen. Because I feel like I'm the one that has the advantage here, but you're the one that's supposed to be taking over, today's stream at the moment. I mean, the play-by-play has the majority of the game, but it looks like, because I feel like I have the majority of the moment, we're not really seeing too much action except from that right there. A nice little dash, followed by the retreat, right up to Zaire right there. Like, Rakan's bonus passive where he gets increased range to dash to an ally. Only to Zaire though, which makes him more annoying to verse, because he could just dash right up to you, knock you up, and then just retreat right into Zaire at an even greater distance. No, yeah, like the extra feathers, what are you talking about? Oh, yes, I see what you mean. I thought you were saying for a second that Rakan can also throw a couple of extra feathers. It was interesting. They managed to get the flash out of Lucian, as well as we could see Nami on the screen too. So that's a double flash, and nobody from LDK has managed to actually pop any summon spells. So they did well with that gank right there. Just Lee Sin coming in, giving him a little scare has really given them something to feel a bit more comfortable about doing. But absolutely, but while he's doing that, look at the wards that we're seeing. We see at least 3 in the bottom red jungle, and Evelyn was just pretty much taking his farm. He's already behind by at least 30 CS now, and it's only the gap is beginning to increase. We have yet to see a single kill. The first blood is still up for grabs, and I'm really curious to see who's going to take it. Like.
Gaming, warding their jungle quite a bit.
Yeah, like it's. I'm still stuck for words. There's not really a great deal amount. There's not really a great deal to report here. Although it looks like we're getting close to it. Some action here with Lee Sin going right onto Evelyn. Oh, that was an interesting turnaround. The invade. Followed up by Lissandra coming for the defense. A double flash pop with an ignite thrown in there somewhere. And as well, that cross is actually shown onto Lee Sin. Oh, looks like Skills is going to go after Curry right there. That looked like it was going to be a quick end for him as well. Knowing what Skills is like personally, it is going to be disastrous once he hits, once he starts accumulating those kills. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with. He will be the unstoppable force, just like Maokai right there. No, not yet. But I like the commitment he had right there. He just zoned right in on KO, and KO managed to get on. Oh, here we go. The KO ulti's been popped. Very interesting turn of events right there. Just, we see Evelyn right up, just staying invisible for that last couple of seconds. They don't know she's there. And straight on top of them, she has managed to actually help claim that first kill onto KO at the moment. And now it looks like Rich Gaming have now got themselves a bit of a lead. They have 2,000 gold, up in front of the enemy at the moment. And it's interesting that Lissandra and Evelyn are the main two to actually point out at the moment. Like, yes, both ADCs have a kill, but they're both within close vicinity of CS. Like, the gap is not very far. Whereas we look at Lissandra and Evelyn, look at them compared to Lee Sin and Victor. There is a big gap accumulating, and I bet you if I click on X, we have we can see the gold accumulation, and it is just staggering. We've got 1,000 for Evelyn. Well, actually, I'm looking at the wrong ones here. We need to change them around. Okay, yeah, so we've got at least 1,400 gold. Increase on Lee Sin for Evelyn, as well as we've got a nice 600 to 700 gold lead for Lissandra at the moment. And since it's LDK Skills playing Lissandra at the moment, it feels more like it's a 1,200 gold advantage because he just knows how to play his champions. It's really nice to see, someone who's just pretty much doubling his capacity. It looks like you left it on the volumes. That's alright. You left it on the volume. That's what you've done. Anyways, back into the habit of things. It looks like we have a nice reset, but Evelyn's I was going to make a mention about Evelyn over in the top half of the map, but it looks like she just based off the last second right there. I thought something was going to happen, but it was really hard to see the recall circle happening above her name. Yeah, I feel like this is, it's like the turn of events, it's moved over to my side, of the spectrum, but the ball's in my court. But I like how aggressive Evelyn is being at the moment. Like, there's a lot of control wars happening on the map, but at the same time, she is doing her best, or should I say, Darky is doing his best to actually get rid of them, so that way he has more freedom of movement to be able to, go around without getting caught. And Lee Sin is really doing well to hold his own, as well as the majority of his team, just with the amount of control wards we're seeing at the moment, just to keep themselves in check and keep Evelyn from being able to just go around it. Oh! Did you take a look at that? Just the ulti right with the X showing on there, right? just, you know, the bonus portion of her ulti right there. Just that nice big giant whiplash as she dashes away and just claims it even for herself.
Slay the dragon.
It sort of leaves him just there minding his own business.
Yeah, and, you know, she's got with those boots of mobility, she's able to maneuver around the map very easily, very comfortably. And you know, normally it could be problematic, you know, because it's sort of, you lose that bonus movement speed when you're in combat. But in this case, it looks like Daiki is not really, you know, having any problems with that. He's coming in at the most opportune moments and claiming those easy kills and maximizing Evelyn's potential, especially with her ulti. Once the X throws on those champions, it is going to be lights out. It's essentially, you're pretty much going to be her next victim. I like that you pointed that out. Like, he's already behind as it is. He doesn't have any kill participation whatsoever. No takedowns on the screen. Evelyn's got
There we are, singling out the support, which is a wonderful
Well, I don't think any support could really do something like that. If they can, I'd be worried about that team at the moment. I would be worried about that team simply because the support is the one, you know, the one role that shouldn't be able to take on 3 people. And if they can, I think you really need to change your battle strategy. You need to try and make it, you know, a turnaround somehow. Just play Pyke, yes. Absolutely. Pyke is one of those champions that you can be very aggressive. You can build complete damage on him and you'll be rewarded every single time. Yeah, he's not really expending a lot of mana. You know, he's not throwing out as many saplings and This is what I'm talking about. Just look how you know how much synergy they can create. They can get themselves out of a sticky situation just like that. And even though Zaya has been forced to face, it comes in with a nice little hello. He gets stunned last time. Well, the first turret goes down. Oh! She just sneaks in that teleport, just to, you know, in the river, in the jungle, right on top of that control water issue, and just comes in out of nowhere. Evelyn has put herself in a really sticky situation and just goes down without a fight. Oh, I would as well. You know, it's quite interesting. We just call him Skills or Lysandra, whatever rolls off the tongue easiest. I mean, the last thing you want is your tongue jumping out and going on holiday because you're getting too much of a workout. See, for a long time, I thought it was IDK. Yeah, I don't know skills, but it's LDK, and I don't understand what the LDK stands for at the moment. Probably. Go with the slang. Go with the slang. Oh, I think she almost tried testing the waters there, and the waters were a little bit too deep for her to handle. Luckily, she got herself back into the shallow end, but... It is quite a fight we are seeing here at the moment, just for the ritual. Yeah, like they did well to try and maximize their opportunity to try and claim You know, they claim the turret, well, they claim skills, they claim the turret, they try getting the Rift Tower to increase the lead even further, but considering the amount of wards that LDK have at the moment on the map, I mean, look at that, 3 control wards just in the department map. One in the Herald Pit, another one in that river right there. Just look at it. He's having a nice little field day in the center of that river. And that just, you know, enables them to actually, you know, jump onto the Rift Herald and just completely claim it. Like, they caught them off guard completely and utterly. Like, there is no ward out there for from Rich Gaming, which means they're pretty much going in dark here. They're pretty much like, you know, they're poking a stick in the dark.
Definitely, LDK have map control of this game. But one thing out, pretty much a 4K gold lead. My
Yeah, I like that. That's what I like as well. They're just sort of, you know, they're taking bite-sized chunks out of, you know, all the objectives and just essentially everything that they can try and grab their hand on. And it's nice to see that they're very passionate about it, like they were for the first argument. And now it's beginning to show, like they're beginning to increase how much, you know, they're beginning to increase the size of the bites, you know, with each chunk. And it's only a matter of time before that, you know, the size of their bite just claims the nexus itself. And that's only outside of combat. That's completely like negated the minute they go into combat with another team. I mean, if that was a team fight and they still had the extra health regen, hell, I don't know what to say.
As of right now, technically right.
I like that finger coming out with the. As of right now, I am right. Well, let's see if you can remain right for the remainder of this. I challenge you on that one. Just as much as we're seeing the challenge in the middle lane, or should I say the top lane, look at that, we've got a 2v1 situation almost. Just look, we've got Evelyn coming up top to surprise them. Well done, Darky. Just ulties backwards to try and get that, you know, passive flash going on it, as well as flashes even closer to try and tank this in, but doesn't get that. Instead, she decides to claim Vector since he was close enough. That's two turrets they came from that, you know, from that single team fight. I mean, they'll get put out in the top half. Skills managed to stop Arculator and get away, and then follows up with another charge downward, you know, getting herself inside the, you know, the entire enemy team, and just stunning them in place, or should I say at least snaring them in place, you know, freezing their feet, and allowing the rest of the team to catch up and try and claim some more kills. I mean, Darky did really well to follow up, if anything, overextend and not die. You know, claiming a couple of extra kills right now. I mean, look at her score at the moment. She's 6-1-3. That is lethal.
Yeah, it's lethal and deadly and side. Going into his third. Well, if you only look at Zaya, she's going into his third.
I guess it is. The only problem I feel with that is that's only good for the first attack. Like, if she keeps attacking, it's not going to recharge. Like, once she stops attacking, the cycle, you know, the cooldown will begin to cycle, and then she can reclaim
the cooldown on it essentially. Get that extra movement speed as well as the bonus damage. But I feel like it's only good to be an engaging base fight. Once you're in combat, with once you've been fighting for so long, especially in ADC with a lot of attack speed, it could be, it sort of feels like you're more or less going with the passive stats and the initial comes first. I like the synergy. I think the word you're looking for is synergy. Like, the amount of synergy and teamwork that they've got going between each other is phenomenal. Like, it's almost unrivaled, really.
Yeah, no, definitely. You see bot lane going top and top going mid.
Yeah, like sort of lane rotation based situation. But as you said that, we did sort of see that happen. We've got Evelyn and Nami we've got Lucian and Nami in the top lane. They're now pushing the lanes themselves. And then we've also got Zaya and Rakan following up as well in response. It's nice having the central computer, like everything. Everything is working from the central computer, and if there's anything going on, we will know about it straight away. Oh god, this is going to be fun. We're going to need an eyeball around this. That's where it's going to be like all water to be able to cover. I thought there was going to be a lot of madness happening there. I know, I thought Rich Gaming actually had that for a second. They had so much long throws, and Lucian comes in with the culling and completely turned everything around. And just right there, they managed to find the turret they were going to get, initially to begin with. That is true. I mean, the bonus, passive offensive stats really connected, especially when you're that far ahead. They have almost 2,000 gold advantage. They're claiming three dragons. They claimed Herald. They have 5 turrets opposed to 1. They also have an added 5 kills on top of. Lucian has yet to drive with his team. He's just got the perfect KDA. He almost has a 10 CS per minute stat per profile going for him as well. I mean, he's really living the dream for them. He's really going for the goal. Yeah, well, I have to agree. That they managed to get themselves in front of, they managed to get themselves right up in Nami's face. They tried getting onto Maokai. Lucian was absent, but it worked to his advantage really well. It was really interesting to see Lucian come in with the culling and help skills claim a double kill in a fight in like a sort of a defensive response, like a reactive situation, and completely turn the tides that they actually managed to claim not only a couple kills, but also a turret. And once the turret goes down, you don't really get that back. If it was an inhibitor, you have at least 5 minutes that you get, you have those super minions, which can be really, it could be really advanced. I'm lost for words here. My tongue is completely just crawling into the bottom. For the sake of professionality and the live stream, we'll try and keep PG for as much as possible.
We've even got it here on the actual chat roll. Racism, sexism, or discrimination of any kind. And for the time being, oh, look at that right there! Just an instant ulti and then a finisher right there. Oh, look at that! That's right. Oh! I guess he couldn't take the rejection. As we lead on from that right there, there's just such a turnaround. They managed to claim, they managed to claim Baron. They took down a couple. They took down at least the bot lane duo, the dynamic duo. Lava's bot lane all the way to the end. The death duo part. They managed to push it all the way to the inhibitor. Now they have super minions in the top lane for the next 5 minutes. I want to know what they're going to do next.
Right now, LDK has this momentum. They can do anything they want. They can't really.
Oh, the devilish charm is beginning to accumulate. Charging in.
And escape.
Yeah, and just looking at, if we look at the kills, the KDA, just LDK have got a lot going at the moment. They've got an 8-2, a 5-0. 5-0 right there on its own is just destructive. But because both the jungler and the ADC are really have really got a lot going for themselves. If we look at the field, the gold accumulation, just look. Yeah, you've got at least 4,000 advantage for Adelaide, a further 5,000 for Lucian almost. It's just chaotic. It's 2 items. Oh! Yeah, that was just absolutely out of the blue. I mean, Rakam gets a 4-man knocker. Continues in the fight. Look at Magpie, he's got so much health. Kale is really trying to help, bounce back right there, but Lucy manages to get out in the background. He popped the Cullen, he helped claim a couple of, he did a lot of damage, got away while still taking on Victor's ulti. Victor's damage was completely ignored because his ulti is all the way in the middle of no man. I think that's actually game number 1 right there. Look at the damage going. I have to agree, that was an absolute catastrophe. I don't really know what happened there. Just things were going okay, everything was passive to start with, but then the tides quickly changed and LDK managed to just completely just turn the tides. And they took over the game completely. But with that everybody, we're going to go to a quick little intermission break, but we'll be right back.